I hope you brought a spare pair of panties. It's Ollie stream time. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. I'm in a good mood. It's sun shining. My cat's adorable. I got a coffee. Well, that sucks, Jules, but at least you still got us. I'm known to be quite good at not strangling people. I do it all the time. Aside from in the boudoir. My face is really... Ah! 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 Ooh! Ah! Ooh! Jules! Thank you for the 45 bitty bits. That's right, I can count that fast. My face feels really weird right now because I just did a face wash because I got a dirty face. So my skin is both moisturizing and drying out at the same time, as skin does. The rain recently has done havoc to my skin. I have actually like a skin condition because everything is wrong with me, and it's on like one arm as well. It's on my left arm. It's just all red. I'm like an infected husk. Well, that's something, Jules. But then, you know, when people say that, you know, take it with a dash of salt. And when I add a dash of salt, I add a bag of salt. Because salt is tasty. I don't know why I have so many health problems. I don't know. It's nice after such a gloomy week to be really excited for the day, you know? It's just a good feeling. Well, I haven't really started doing any work yet today, so it was like the energizing face wash, right? That's what I did. I don't often, because I have a skin condition, I don't use those kind of products all the time, which I think is sensible anyway. But it can be good to just... Just enjoying the evening, enjoying the ambience. All right, best bug boy. Yes, we'll play some in a bit. I haven't even picked my controller up off my dirty floor yet. That's how in a bit it'll be. I have not unlocked. I've actually done half the achievements in this game. Most of the other ones are finish the game in Steel Soul mode, stuff like that. There's an achievement for letting Zote die, which I just could never do. He's too much of a best boy. Achievement for getting all the grubs, which we should try and do this time. And getting all the charms. I actually did that, but they added more charms. And the Grey Mourner quest, which I don't know if we'll do that. We'll try, hopefully. I was talking about games that are releasing soon, so there's something releasing vaguely soon that I want to stream. I don't remember what it was. But who knows? I made my coffee too foamy. I was like, You know, what maximum foamage? And now I'm like, this is too much dang foam. Was a Nintendo thing? Probably. I like Nintendo. I just realised why my desk seat theme's empty. My Switch isn't on it. I don't mind coffee with water, you just have to do it right. Apparently, you're meant to add the water first, and then basically make the coffee into the water, and then it will be less bad. I mean, I used to drink cold brew coffee with water, but it's kind of different when it's cold brew, right? This is the last of my oat milk. That was something I was like, I wonder what pre-stream anecdotes I have. This is the last of my oat milk in my coffee right now. And you ever have the thing when you're using the last of something and you're like, this better be good? That was my thought process today. Yeah, I don't know if watered down mocha would be nice. Watered down strong coffee is fine. That's what I used to do. I used to get a really strong cold brew and then water it down to a consistency that I would rather enjoy. Because I used to, you know, I actually used to stream really late all the time then, and so I would kind of slowly drink it for a caffeine rush. Where now, usually, I actually would prefer something strong and short. Like a small little cutie, like Hornet. You know what, oat milk? Yeah, I've only just started drinking it, so I constantly forget to buy it. Which is just me. It's all me. It's self-imposed stupidity. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a nice coffee, though. Which is nice. Usually, when I have like a pre-stream coffee, it's out of necessity. Or whatever, so it's I'm kind of enjoying having a little Doxy style coffee time, sitting here chatting about nothing. That's my specialty. That wasn't the coffee. I haven't tried rice. I'm not a big. I wasn't a big fan of soy milk when I had it. So I'm lactose intolerant. So when I was younger, when soy milk was kind of filtering into the public consciousness, I did try it, and I didn't really like it. I don't like the taste of regular milk. So the reason why I like oat milk is because it is really not trying to taste like milk. And in memory, soya milk tastes too much like milk. Of course, that might be completely wrong. I haven't had it for a long time. I've never tried rice milk. Unrelated, but I love coconut cream. You ever had that? You can basically whip coconut juices into a cream-like consistency and use it for baking. Hot tip. It's delicious. And I don't like the taste of coconut, but coconut cream doesn't strongly taste coconut. It's just not cream. Exactly, Lightning. I don't really mind that the stream's small and quiet at the moment, as long as I have some nice little chat. Like, I was actually talking about it yesterday to a friend, where it's like, yeah, if I wanted to be a professional streamer forever, I would probably be upset right now. But I'm not, because who gives a shit? Most of my issues, I'm pretty sure, are Twitch side anyway. Ever since they've added so many more ads, there's definitely been a downturn in new peeps showing up. Almond milk. Yeah, I haven't had almond milk, but I imagine it would be nice in a similar way to oat milk, and it would kind of taste a little almondy, right? Which is a flavour I didn't really used to like, but now I'm starting to get into the kind of almondy flavour. Don't take this out of context, but I'm starting to like nuts. But it's a cute thing. I think I may have mentioned it. But my niece and nephew are lactose intolerant as well. So having oat milk around is nice because my coffee machine can just do like frothy milk. And so that's a little treat I make for them, just frothy oat milk, and they're like, yeah, yeah, they go wild for it. Try and get an organic one. I think there's like you know, I think a lot of the time you don't necessarily notice the difference in organic stuff, but I imagine in something so raw like that, it would definitely be. I think it's less you notice organic, but you just notice the lacking in a more mass-produced one, I suppose. Speaking of organic, last time I hung out with Neil in person, I was wearing a shirt that said 100% organic human, and he said, "You're not organic." I'm like, "What? What?" Like, "You ever had antibiotics? You're not organic." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not." Although, funnily enough, I didn't know I was wearing that shirt. I thought I was wearing a completely different shirt with a different joke on it. So I was very confused. Alright, should we actually play some video games? Controller on the floor. My Pro Controller's charging for my Nintendo Switch. I nearly bought this for frickin' a Nintendo Switch because it's half price on Switch right now. Nearly did it. Yes, Lightning. It's less so now, but a couple of years ago it was a massive buzzword. And funnily enough, when there's very few requirements for you to legally say something's organic, technically most things sold as organic aren't, because they can still use a certain amount of pesticides and such with it still being organic. It's deliberately a very vague term. At least in the UK and America. So like many things, it's made up and doesn't matter. But like it does, but it also doesn't. I hate my new phone! They did an update, and it's not as good. Although I just get an email saying that Twitch paid me, which is about time. They were being slow on that. Which is a reminder to like and subscribe. You're actually on a bit of a lull on subscribers at the moment, weirdly enough. But I think Twitch is having some troubles with that because the sub symbols keep appearing and disappearing on my little loadout. All right, where are we and what are we doing? We were kind of at like a we could kind of do anything right now stage, aren't we? We're in the fungal wastes. We actually know where the dreamers are now, so we can seek them out if we so wished. We can go back to Crystal Peak. We can go and explore the City of Tears, because we didn't explore a lot of it. We can go to Kingdom's Edge if we wanted. I don't think we want to go to Kingdom's Edge yet. If I remember correctly, Kingdom's Edge is quite old, hard. We can go to the sewers under King's Landing, the City of Tears, and I think those are the things we can do right now. I don't think we can go. I don't even remember where the last dreamer is. Isn't the last dreamer like up here or something? There's 3 dreamers. Ah, no, the last dreamer is a deep nest, which we can go to deep nest if we want. And that's, I think we actually at the right level to go to deep nest. What a cute game. Oh yeah, wild. Hollow Knight is beautiful. I love it. It's really cute, really good story. What I'm going to do, and I say it like this because I keep saying I'm going to do this and haven't actually done it, is put all of my playthrough on YouTube. And I very much recommend it, because not only is it kind of a bit of a chill game, but really fun boss fights and stuff, there's a really nice story in the world, and we take a nice chill and introspective time. I know I'm planning on uploading the VODs immediately, but I do need to get them from Twitch before they delete them, which, admittedly, they don't do it for, like, months, but I still need to remember to do it. Which is why this is getting pinned to my pin board. If I can find my pins. I got these new pins, and I'm like, I'll put them in a place I'll never forget them. Guess what? I did. Oh, the D&D stuff, that's why I find you. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad, right? I was talking to one of my D&D PCs a lot yesterday, and we were just talking a lot about D&D, and actually we were having a lot of discussions about the ethics of D&D, which were very interesting and insightful. I can't find my pins! Luckily, my pin board has, like, straps on it, so I can kind of tuck notes into the straps, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we go into the sewers. We can actually go... Well, we're in the Queen Station. We'll just take the stag. I was like, we could just go through the world. No. We'll go through to the station. What charms do I have on? Quick Focus, Wayward Couples, Grub Song, and Dash Master. I want Thorns of Agony, please. And we could maybe swap out Dash Master for... Spell Twister reduces the soul cost of casting spells. Long Nail. I'm gonna change off Dash Master for Long Nail. Based on my memory of the sewers. And we can warm up our nail skills fighting some city guard. And of course we get to enjoy the City of Tears music. What we're really in the market for is some pale ore. And that increases the strength of our nail. I can only remember where to get one. And it's something we could do right now if I so decided. That was an MLG move, if I don't say so myself. What I did there is what we call a pro gamer move. Instead of Long Nail, I was kind of tempted to get the Soul Twister. Because I'm kind of really enjoying using spells this run, which is, again, interesting, because I didn't do it before. There's certainly an argument to be made to actually take off the Quick Focus Charm for Soul Twister and some stuff like that. Yeah, there's charms to go full caster. The thing is that I don't really want to do that. I'm just using them more than I used to. In part because... And I know it'll be kind of funny me to say it because I just got fucked there. It's kind of funny. It's kind of in part because I'm better at the game. So I don't need to rely on healing so much. We also don't have the Gathering Swarm Charm on right now, which is fine. I'm better at the game than I used to be, I promise. There's a bench along here, we're fine. Ah! I'm sure we've already explored that. Oh, City of Tears theme. I love you. Kinda sad we have to go into the sewers. Way! Illegal there, Ollie. Oh! It's so simple to add that little choral bit to it. But it makes me so happy. It's like this game was made for me. It's my hole. It was made for me. No, I was just saying, I don't have the money flies on right now. Instead, I have gathering thorns, or the thorns, which is a different kind of thing altogether. The Royal Waterways. An area that, when I first played this, reaching the Royal Waterways actually scared me so much that I had to, like, stop playing when I first reached it and be like, I need to just take some time right now. Don't take it if it isn't yours. That's the law. Everything you see, it belongs to me. Don't be angry with me. I'll share my food with you if you give me Geo. Don't give me a rancid egg. This Geo is mine now. Don't try to take it back. Ah! Yeah, I really like the aesthetic of the sewers. It's kind of pretty. I mean, this game is like an artistic masterpiece, of course, but come to the Royal Waterways. We've got puffy boys. I'm also not in a rush to generate, get a lot of Geo because we have a lot of it right now. Thanks, I hate it. I hope you have your sound turned up nice and high for this section. The sound design in this area freaked me out so much that when I first reached this place, I had to stop. It actually disturbed me so much, which really tells you how much, like, I get into the ambience of this game. Like, what could possibly go be wrong? We got a bench. Nothing wrong. I don't like him! I don't like him at all! Oh, I don't like him at all. Actually, I do want to go back up because we heard a grub off this ways. Yeah, I might change the quick focus charm off actually and add one of the spellcasting ones. There are actually lightning, at least in Yavaskir. Admittedly, you know, Yavaskir's monsters includes. There's definitely some examples in Kobold Press and their books. Oh, this isn't acid. And I'm a really big fan of you know, dividing slimes. That's a really fun mechanic. Slimes that when they take some damage, turn into a smaller slime. Thanks. I hate it. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Thank you, thanks. Welcome to the area that thanks, I hate it. It's the noises. It's the noises. They're like silly, right? But they're terrifying. They kind of run that Majora's Mask line. There's so many chubby puff bags. Which is also my rapper name. I'm actually getting that thing. I don't know if you get it where you get spooked and it like makes you chilly but warm at the same time. This is why I put the Thorn Charm on, because I knew there'd be a lot of... I didn't actually remember these guys, but I knew there'd be a lot of things charging at us in the waterways.
Make him noise.
Oh, aren't these waterways thrilling? A labyrinth of pipes and tunnels. Couldn't have asked for a better place to employ my talents. It's so orderly, so considered. Nothing like the crude irregularity of those caverns. Ah, but so sad. My trunk is telling me those fungal wastes are close, and I sense my damp adventure may have reached its end. Guess I'll be calling this map done. Which means we're absolutely not done. And it opens out into the fungal wastes. Right, this is right near the Dash Master Charm as well. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. still can't save our waifu. We might be able to dash over there, though, actually. Ooh. Oh, look, we can save a wife. How to save a wife. Where did I go wrong along the way? Oh, please don't leave me behind. You forgot about me? I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh, who are you? Your face, you're so... Oh, I'm sorry. I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. You came to rescue me? Greta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Sorry, when I look at your face, I just can hardly believe you came all this way down here just to rescue me. I didn't think anybody... Sorry, I mean, thank you. I mean, I better go. Back to town, I mean. I better get home. Thank you. Shining figure, so bright. Oh, I should change my charms while I keep talking about changing my charms. And immediately I'm gonna try and heal in a fight and be like, why my healing no work? Soul cost, but there's one that makes the charms stronger. Increases the power of spells. And I'm gonna keep those three on. I'm gonna increase power instead of increasing the soul cost. Or decreasing the soul cost, I suppose. We did it! I think we can... Yeah! I just went face first into that. I heard a shiny. I heard a shiny, past tense. I don't hear it anymore. You know what that leads me to believe? It's a water shiny. Boom! Genius! I'm just so darn talented. If I remember, there's lots of little places of intrigue in the waterways. Don't know what I was really thinking there. Could I? I've got no brain. Just like me. Come right up. You know you've got Come on, everybody, come on, do the Hollow Knight. Of course, rancid eggs are found in the sewers. What else? Where else would they be? Yes, there's like an upper tier of this area. We haven't even gone down yet. We really launched his butt, huh? Brand new sentence. Down we go, yonder I wander. Just jump into the darkness, why don't you? That's a good idea. That's never gonna go horribly wrong. Ah! 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 Oh shit! That'll keep you young. Please stop this. Please. This is illegal. Scaring Ollie is punishable by death. I'm gonna be right back real quick to pee my pants in fear. Come back in a sec. The second I start streaming and gets really hot, it's been a really cool, nice temperature all day. Now it gets really hot. Admittedly, it's probably due to my computer streaming and my computer overheating because of it. Or not even overheat, just heating. Heating. Within acceptable bounds. It's also probably due to the fact that I keep sitting here in a blanket even though it's really hot out. That's hubris. I can't take many more clothes off. I just didn't really put much clothes on when I started today, honestly. Look at this. It's all the baby flukes. These things we've been fighting are called flukes, by the way. They're horrible and I hate them. But let's see what the book has to say about them. Worm-like creature that prefers damp, dark habitats. Nothing wrong with going deep into the cavern of the flukes. Ah, hello, Fluke Mom. I didn't think you were semi-hidden away. Isn't this a beautiful lady? What a lovely mother! Oh, he should not have got away with that. In any frickin' state. Apparently just because of the bounces, you can kinda get away with that. I didn't think the Fluke Mom would be exactly where it was. That's okay. She's a lovely lady. What a lovely place, what a lovely face. Oh no, you can't swim, huh? Turns out, well, there's so many flukes you have to fight to get back to the Fluke Mom. And I can't just run past them. That's a silly idea, Ollie. Dangerous, unpredictable foes that infest the pipes below Hallownest capital. Even when it seems like you've killed them, you need to stay on guard. Ah! Ah! Harump? I don't even remember what a harump is. I would like my shade back, please. Oh yeah, you can generate soul by killing all of these. I forget that. Even though I meant to note it when we first kind of got here. It's almost like killing babies is good. Oh! I didn't know their name. Extremely amusing creature. You know what? Fair, honestly. Tiny and flaccid. Just like me. I know it says placid before you get on my nards about it. Nods? What am I? That guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine that I forgot the name of? What? I want to go back and see what happens if you go up there, because this is like a boss fight, you know? I usually don't get hit by the shade, but it's kind of an awkward place to fight it, because you can't use your sword when you're in water. Oh, you can kind of slowly walk around while healing, huh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Looks like Shortcut City up in here. Man, I'm just tanking all the hits, huh? Well, that was good to do. Should have done that first. But whatever. Let's just kill some baby flukes to at least feel better at the world. It's hard to fight Fluke Mom because you're really not fighting Fluke Mom, you're fighting the frickin' babies it summons. Now, I don't know if it keeps summoning, even if it's you haven't killed the ones it's just so hard to dodge them. I find those kind of like they instantly home you enemies really hard. Yeah, you just keep going, huh? Oh! Oh! That's fine. I don't think we explored this bit. I think we just skipped over it. Yeah, exactly. The shortcut is a major help. I don't remember having difficulty with Fluke Mom first time I fought it, but also I remember blocking them out of my memory. There's like a whole area over there. I'll just come back to that, I suppose. Might as well deal with Fluke Mom now. It's not like there's going to be anything that will help. What might help would be some different charms, and I unlocked a shortcut and immediately didn't take it because I'm super smart. Muscle memory. I find muscle memory really hard with like shortcuts in games and things. It's like how I don't like the steady focus charm in this game because it changes the way attacks work slightly, and that messes with me. Played this game like 8 times. This is my second playthrough. And I played through, so I haven't got a lot of the... First playthrough was before most of the expansions came out. So there's a lot of new stuff that I haven't experienced. And I played through it so long ago that I don't remember much. Which is great. I didn't think you would come down here, little doggy. Exactly! The lack of knockback throws me off. You get it. Long nail doesn't affect it so much because like the momentum is still more or less the same. It's the momentum that I like. I like the motion of the ocean. I'm really bad about muscle memory. One of the ones I do in the real world is when I leave rooms, because it's often nighttime, I'll turn the light off. But if I was doing stuff in a room and the light was already off, often that means when I leave the room, I'll end up turning the light on out of, like, muscle memory. I know what we're gonna do to deal with Fluke Mom. After we, die a horrendous death. It's just horrible! How do you deal with those little babu flukes? Alright. Joni's blessing. And actually, if we weren't gonna use Joni's blessing, the boulder shell actually might give you like another lease of life, right? But if we can't do that, then we might as well put the spell. You know what? I like that. Joni's blessing turns all our hearts into lifeblood, but you get like a couple more. I don't know how many more. There's a percentage, I imagine. Shaman Stone is good if you focus on spells. Well, that's the thing, and I've brought this up a few times because it's interesting. I didn't use spells much my first playthrough. I was like nail only, really. But this one I'm using I'm just finding myself using spells a lot more, which is neat, right? It's kind of like a go-to... So I'm kind of embracing it because it's kind of cool when, like, to play a game again, but with a slightly different play style, right? It's like an old replaying Fallout, but this time you use melee weapons kind of thing. Alright, this might... Oh man, Shaman Stone is really nice! How the heck do I... Oh, okay, I can bounce them. But don't get caught in the water. Fluke drop dreams surprisingly often. This kind of works. I do hate it. Oh, I was trying to go for one of them. As long as I don't fall in the water, which I keep doing because I'm bad. This can work! This can work! 40% rounded down. That's super worth it for this kind of thing, right? Where really we're not gonna get a chance to heal. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a no spoiler chat, but that's not really a spoiler. We know what Joni's blessing is. I got it. And I just lost so many. So many. Oh well. Good job. Kinda forgot he was there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a fine line between looking up wiki stuff. Even though I imagine you actually didn't. You just knew that. Because sometimes it can be like a little bit of a... not even realizing spoiler, right? That's why I have my little spoiler chat section in Discord. So that we can talk about the game. Oh, the little dance that guy did actually distracted me. I just tried to desolate dive into water. Turns out it doesn't work. Yes, lightning. And I know that boss you mentioned is actually one of the bosses that got added to the game. So I do wanna fight them, but I don't remember the way to get there, and I don't want to be reminded, right? I want to just kind of stumble across it. That's kind of the majesty, right? Well, that's the thing, right? Because of how they've kind of added things to the game all over the game. It's not all end-game content, so there are the occasional extra bosses that I haven't played, which is really neat. I have fought the Fluke Mom before. I remember not having major difficulty with it, annoyingly. Excuse me? Not having Dash Master is actually throwing me off a little bit. I kind of wish I could dash a little bit quicker to dodge these guys. Oh! It's like a frickin' MOBA enemy. MOBA enemy? Well, Morpega enemy. Just can't kill the ads fast enough. I'm sucking it up. I'm sucking it up hardcore. I think we got a good strategy, I just need to not suck. And not desolate dive into water. That little piece of water! How is that so troublesome? I'm actually having a harder time with bosses in this replaythrough than I did way before. I think, well, you know what it is? It's because I'm streaming. It's like, you know it's there, Ollie. Well, considering no one lives in the city anymore, it probably is all water now. You know? As much as it's memes. What I would do for Quick Slash right now. Why do I fall in the water? Oh, I just realized you can kind of see which direction she's gonna spit. That's always useful. Well, absolutely I had other chance. I just don't remember the loadout. And this is kind of working. But... I don't know what else I would prefer. I kind of like this loadout. I just need to not take damage on that fly. And then maybe figure out another technique. Because that, what we're doing, is safe. It's the safe way to deal with this boss fight. But safe is the way to deal with every boss fight in Hollow Knight, but still. Yeah, okay, so I can make myself a little room. Kind of screwed there. The fact that she just keeps spawning them is really annoying. Oh, I wish I had long nail. That guy who just decided to hang out down there. Don't blame you. It's a nice spot. I love that spot. Oh no! He was inside me for a good while. And not a nice way, not a fun way. You know what? Instead of spell twister, long nail. I think that's gonna make a difference. I want thorns. I'm kind of enjoying Joni's blessing because you can't heal. You can't heal versus that much fuckery. But I think the extra long nail means it'd be so much easier to like make those up attacks on the flute mom. What a lovely face, what a lovely face. I'm just sucking it up. Just sucking. Oh, come, the twitch.tv/Olirant. You can watch a man suck. Oh, the slightly slower attack of Long Nail. It's a trade-off. It's definitely a trade-off. You know what we're gonna do? We don't have many charms on that anyway. We're just gonna wander off for a bit. We're gonna explore the rest of the cave. We come back later. I don't know what I want. Dash Master for now? I don't know. Just something else. Could get your money back. I don't really care. Is the thing. I just don't. It's not enough for me to care. If we dies, we dies. It's not like we're gonna find anything over here that's gonna help. But I just kind of want to break. Oh, no, we're gonna find something, alright. I don't want to do that right now. If I'm already struggling on one boss, I don't want to go in a direction that has nothing at all. These enemies are fun. Just a really cute idea for an enemy. I know, I like the noise they make. There's something over here, isn't there? There's a reason why this goes so far away. I know saying there's something over here in a game like Hollow Knight is kind of silly, because there always is. But still. Now, this is acid. That's just silly. On my behalf. Place we gotta fly around. That's why that crystal's there to tell you, hey, you need more stuff. We need something in the crystal caverns to do that. Which is fair. Looks like I can't put you off forever. Fluke Mom. I don't want this. I don't want this. I hate the sewers. I hate them. I hate the sewers. I hate them. I told you. I told you last time I was streaming. I really don't want to go to the sewers. Don't make me do it. And yet here I am. Oh, you spat that out right in me. I wonder if there's a charm that increases just base move speed. I don't think so, at least not when I was playing, or I never found it. Not that it's necessarily even a good thing, but like, I'm just, take me. Take me away. I do not love to suffer, Lightning. Some people do. I like a nice, easy life. I like to be fed. I like rum and coke. I like comfy seats. I like things to be easy. And any difficulty whatsoever makes me sad. This isn't even hard. I just can't do it. Right? That's one of the things. This isn't hard. Just for some reason my brain can't figure out those flukes. Like the way they fly around. We had a pretty good time jumping on top of one earlier, which is why I kind of tried to do that there. Falling in the water! Oh, it's a lovely time. Come on in, the water's great. We love it here in the water. We love it here in the water. I didn't even have, like, time to react there after casting the spell. I'm so mad. This isn't hard! This is easy! A baby could do this! I don't. You'd know if I had that already. Because I would have it already. Play Sicario then? Yeah, I hear Sicario. Well, I hate Dark Souls, so I'm kind of hoping that I like Sicario. I'll probably get it on a sale one day. All memes aside. So it looks like. Nope, we don't. Because the one that generates ads is good. Especially for fights like this. I think the thing you're getting confused with is the charm that gives you that creates spores when you heal, which is super useless in this fight because you ain't gonna heal, son. Oh, water! They just I might have to leave and come back. I feel like I would need quick nail to just even to fight these tiny baby flukes. Cause like they bounce away. Do I have an answer to that? I know we have a charm that reduces knockback. Isn't there a charm that increases knockback? Well, Stalwart Shell is. Why am I using Stalwart Shell? First of all. Yes. 2 charms we don't have. Quick nail.
We don't have it. I keep saying, wouldn't it be nice
if I could smack their body? The reason why I keep saying we don't have it is because we don't have it. What a wondrous idea that is, chat. Yeah. That's why, and again, I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for a specific charm to defeat a boss. That's dumb. But this is, wouldn't that be nice, you know? I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't think to use Stalwart Shell sooner, actually. Exactly the issue with these guys is sometimes you just take 2 hits from them, like in situations like that. Because they bounce not quite enough away, and they come back around too fast to react to. And not me going, oh no, yeah, it's just the way things bounce, right? Another option would be come back when the nail's stronger, which is probably what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give it a couple more tries with Stalwart Shell. But realistically, I don't think I can do this right now. I don't rate those fragile charms. They can fuck themselves. Breathe. Become one with the power of the Fluke Mom. Oh, I saw it coming, but I was already mid-jump. It's just, they just, oh, I hate them! Why don't you move like an egg or the thing that exists in the world? Why do you move like liquid ass? Well, it's really like an aerosolized ass, I suppose. They're like a gaseous ass. Liquid don't move like that. Fluid ass. One thing I hate in games. I hate bouncy enemies. I can't predict what they're gonna do because they just bounce around. Like little fuck yous. Alright. We're just gonna come back another time. I'm over that. It might be worth a chance, actually. Well, I don't really like the Castlevania series all that much for such an enemy. And the Flea Man isn't that bad because the Flea Man just jumps. The Flea Man has a pattern. These flukes don't have a pattern. They bounce. The world exists in patterns, order, logic. This is pure chaos. I don't know if this is gonna work. I actually don't even remember having Dream Shield in my last playthrough, but it's very likely I just had it and never used it. Well, that was very useful, wasn't it, Dream Shield? Oh, but that's... You're redeeming yourself immediately, Dream Shield. But the downside is we don't have... This can't work until I get another charm slot because I need to be able to have the thorns on. It doesn't work without the thorns. It's not doable without the thorns. So we're just gonna go and do something else. Luckily, there's a bunch of other stuff to do. So we're not at a loss. Question is, where do we want to go? What do you think, chat? Go back up to the Crystal Peaks. An area I also hate. Wherever we're going, we're leaving this frickin' place. I'll get my soul back, I suppose. Just for the sake of it. Go to Deep Nest? I would actually prefer going to Deep Nest right now. That's actually a good idea. Similar fuck you horror atmosphere. Similar thanks I hate it, right? There's also an area that I know I didn't get the map for around here. The bit below King Station there, but I think realistic. We just need some upgrades, right? We need like a little bit of everything. Pretty much everything is just a little too weak for what we're trying to do right now, which is a bit of a shame. I don't remember if. I mean, I know Deep Nest is scary. I don't think the enemies are super hard though. They're annoying, but not hard. Ugh. It's like a Jackson Pollock painting in here. The fuck is this thing? I have no memory of this place. Yeah, it looks new. You can kind of tell where's the new areas, because they kind of actually, like, have a lot of extra detail in them, right? You know what? Nah. Like I said, we're not strong enough yet. We need, like, a nail upgrade, or something like that. Whatever it is, we ain't got it yet. I'm done with flukes. You can tell when I'm like done, because I dash a lot. Or usually I like to like walk, but this is just the amount of fucked off I am. I'm mad. I'm scary. I was gonna say, you can't get back up that way. You being me. Can't you? Yeah, you go back up this way. Nobody cares, Neil! You're not cool! I didn't mean that. That was the impotent rage talking. You know what we can do though? We can leave oh, we just remember to come back to Fluke Mom. I don't need to leave a silly little thing on the map for it. Kill Fluke Mom. It's an easy task to remember. As much as thanks I hate it, I think going to Deep Nest is actually the... Oh, back to Crystal Peak. Considering you already started Crystal Peak, it might be smarter to go back up to Crystal Peak. Although, kind of awkward to get there right now. I guess you go back to the Forgotten Crossroads. But if we're going back to Forgotten Crossroads, you might just go all the way back through City of Tears. I guess the Fluke babies. They're really, they're... Neil, do you know how my brain just can't handle a couple of things? There's two things I can't handle in the world. It's racism and the Dutch. No. It's... AIs in competitive games. Something like, a MOBA or Rainbow Six Siege or whatever, when you're meant to deal against a human. If I'm fighting an AI, I cannot do it. I am better at playing against humans than robots in games like that. And apparently bouncy enemies. Apparently. City of Tears music. You know what? Let's go say hello to the Nailsmith. I'm pretty sure we have to bring him a new pale ore. But it might be like the first time the second time you upgrade your nail, there's a different requirement. I don't think so though. That and Dark Souls. I can play Dark Souls. I don't like Dark Souls. I wish I liked Dark Souls. I'm actually good at Dark Souls.
Ranjo Stenja.
Yeah, just pay it all. That's what I thought. What's going on in your head, boy? Yeah. Oh, the elevator's here waiting for me. How perfect. I enjoyed Dark Souls 2 when I played it, actually. I think I ironically kind of enjoyed it more than the other two. Weirdly enough. I like this loadout we have. Get rid of it. I want my son. I want quick focus on. Need to get the lozenge. Yeah, but yeah, Dark Souls is definitely one of those games best played blind. I mean, here's the thing, like, I don't like Dark Souls as a franchise. I don't enjoy the games, but you know, they're good games. They're just not for me. Yeah, I might like Clone Sanctuary more because, like, I'm not opposed to the Dark Souls formula. I just don't like the games. I like a lot of the ideas, and a lot of it's done really well. There's just a few things that break my spirit. Why am I going this way? I like Dark Souls gameplay when it's not in Dark Souls. There's a lot of games have kind of, you know, taken the base system and used it in new ways. And I like the concepts of Dark Souls, and I always say it. Hollow Knight Dark Souls better than Dark Souls could ever dream of doing. You know, exploring this ancient kingdom, piecing together the lore of the world. It's done better than any of the other Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3 does a pretty good job. Like credit where credit is due. But it all pales in comparison, haha, to this. Yeah, exactly. I might like Salt and Sanctuary more because of that. Although I kind of don't respect it that much because it is just 2D Dark Souls. I'm sure there's more to it, but everything I've heard about it is that which... Whereas something like Hollow Knight that clearly does draw inspiration from Dark Souls and a bunch of other places, I just find more respectable. You know what? We're just gonna walk. But that's just me being a grumpy old man. That is a fully accepting grumpy old man opinion, right? But based on that description alone, I think I'd probably like it. At least a bit. Whether I'd finish it, you know? A game needs an interesting story and or world. Which, honestly, they're two of the same for me. To keep me fully engaged. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The team behind this game are brilliant. And I am hoping that everything they make is just as good. And I think it will be, right? As long as they keep to making what they like. Making what they think should exist in the world. I think it's going to be great. You know what we should do? Is go shopping. Actually, I don't think there's anything to buy. I think we kind of like... Yeah. The reason why I'm replaying this on stream right now is because I'm hyped for Silksong. Exactly, Neil. Like, that's kind of my opinion with Dark Souls. I don't like it, but I totally see why other people do, and it's me not liking the game doesn't invalidate your liking of the game. Right? There's some things where I'm like, I'm surprised you like that. Not in Dark Souls, because I can see the appeal of Dark Souls. It's an appealing franchise. I just don't like it. I can't think of an example right now, but there's definitely somewhere it's like, can you please explain why you like that? And then sometimes it's just like it actually happened on Discord recently where Josh was like, I didn't like Stardew Valley. I wanted a new Harvest Moon. And I'm like, can you explain that? I was like, you know, I just don't like Stardew Valley. And I'm like, well, that is fair. Honestly, that's fine. Sometimes you don't need a reason. Absolutely, Barry. Absolutely. Dark Souls is one of those games, and I am willing to admit that I do this with some things where I hope to be self-aware about it. Where I'm one of those people who can like things despite its flaws. A lot of people in the Dark Souls communities believe there are no flaws, which I think is just factually incorrect. But that's fine. You can like it. But that attitude can be dangerous. It's like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I rewatched it today. I rewatched it last night, which really was today because I was tired and I didn't want to sleep but wanted to watch something. I love that movie. Despite its flaws, accepting its flaws. Right? But I'm willing to forgive a lot of things if I enjoy the experience. Which is what everything in the world is about, right? Which makes me a very easy boy to please. For example, weird example, ukulele. The game, not the instrument. I'm willing to give that, Platonic another chance, because there was good in ukulele. The game wasn't good, but, there was good in it. Oh, it's the resting grounds over this way. There's some bosses in this area, and I thought there was a dreamer in this area last time when I was just kind of before we got the dreamer map for some reason. I think there's because like there's a really cool tool tower at the top of this area, which you can't dream nail dead enemies. Yeah, exactly, Neil. It takes a different mindset to do that, and not everyone's willing to see things that way. But I think it's very important to see both the good and bad in media, and see the good in bad things and the bad in good things, right? Because that, especially if you are a creative person creating things, right? If you're just, Neil, he is not planning to make games or TV shows or anything like that. You don't need to analyze everything you watch. Nah. That would kind of be silly, honestly. But I just think it's good to do so. But as someone who creates things, as a creative, I think it's important to have that mindset. Yes. When some people use Dark Souls as the description of, oh, everything you do is fair. I've even used that description before, every failure is your fault, all the enemies are perfectly designed, everything's fair. No. And a lot of Dark Souls fans I've talked to will even admit, like, that's not true. People say it, but it's not actually true. And it's pretty close. Because there are some genius designs in Dark Souls, but some of it still fails. That might be a strong way of putting it, but yeah, it still has flaws. And that's why me streaming Dark Souls when I did so was kind of interesting, because I was not afraid to point that out, and I think I made some people quite annoyed. And I annoyed myself. I don't like criticizing things. Well, I don't like continuing to criticize things. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I love Hollow Knight, and I've pointed out some of the flaws in it while doing this playthrough. Jerry, I gotta respect you for bringing Lazy Susans into the discussion. I'm always down for a Lazy Susan. I feel like not enough people respect Lazy Susans in today's economy. Yeah, well, exactly. With Dark Souls, it got to a point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And that's why as much as I want to like Dark Souls, I am not going to stream it. Hello. I remember not enjoying this boss. I mean, first of all, that's a problem. I always say give me one run of the boss to get its pants, right? That was just silly, but... And that was also silly. That feels so... Oh, I don't like it. You're floating on a prayer. Oi! Oh, I did it. Sparrow flying levels! Oh, see, that's the thing, right? And I'm not... Don't get me wrong with saying, like, oh, I don't like challenge, but sometimes just... Ugh. And there's going to be parts in Dark Souls which I think are really good, but they might be such a challenge that they're not fun to stream. That's why, like, I was just like, you know what? Fuck the Fluke Mom right now. Doing something else. But there's some parts in Hollow Knight you can't do that, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go, be right back real quick. All this high-octane discussion makes me want to fill that one in yourself. It's a do-it-yourself joke. I got a cat friend! She's being a little anxious and a little unhappy recently. I don't know why. She's just an anxious cat. She really wants some attention. I'll give her some after this stroll. Cat friend! Ugh. I'm glad that we found this bench. I knew there was a bench in the middle here, but I thought it was higher up the Castle. I love, for not super enjoying the gameplay in this area, I love the music and the design. Right? I mean, it's so simple to put everything in this game into, you know, a color palette. It's like every area and every theme has colors. It's something I definitely do in JavaScript as well. But damned if it don't look good. Ah. We're just opening up secret shortcuts for the future. This seems suspicious. This is one of those areas where there's a lot of suspicious gaps. Neil! Thank you so much for 2 years in the tub. That's right. Get back in the tub. It's where you belong. But of course, thank you so much for your continued support, friend. And as we approach 2 years, you know, I'm real thankful for everyone who's still hanging around and the new peeps who are coming. I know that we've had some minor dramas in the last year, and everyone who still graces House of Your Presence, I super appreciate every single one of you. You better believe it. It's our main man. Welcome to the Sub-Tub is like, if I was looking for a super ironic, you know, sub-announcement, welcome to the Sub-Tub is, you know, it's in there. Ah, quite a view, no? I'm not surprised you survived the trek through those shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating if not for your small stature. Did it sadden you to see those miners below, still laboring at their endless task? You've overcome. Strong purpose has been imprinted upon their husks. The crystal ore is said to contain a sort of energy, not as powerful as the soul the city dwellers harnessed, but far less lethal. Strange to know such ancient facts. I wonder from where my knowledge comes. At high vantage, I can just make out the light from that sad little town. I doubt its residents could even comprehend the scale of the world that surrounds them. These winds cry lonely, better the comfort of rock above one's head. This little bit here, for some reason I thought a dreamer was here. I don't know why. Weird, right? Someone's got double teamed up in here. Like, that seems like it's the end of the area, but it ain't. It just seems like such a final place. Really, it's like the halfway point. Which is nice. It's nice to have, like, a definite halfway point. Definitely, because I've been kind of trying to go back into making actual dungeons in Dungeons & Dragons, funnily enough. Definitely, you know, some design perspectives to think about. This better not be for a rancid egg, you rancid slut. Oh, just pain. Just pain. That's all they've got to say. Large and well protected, but slow and docile, these bugs of harmless use their force to force these creatures to carry around their carts and machines. You know what? I'm gonna be back real wicked fast again. Sorry. I got an anxious cat. Needs love and attention. I know, right? We're such a community of cat lovers. I know that taking Impera back to make sure my cat's okay is fine, if not demanded, right? Sometimes you just gotta respect the kitty cat. I like this guy. He looks like they built like a giant chubster statue, but is leaning over. Yep, there it is. Oh! There's something in the Silk Song trailer that kind of looks like this. That's interesting. Oh, I remember this bit! Oh! Little Babu platform challenges. That was mostly laziness. But remember, they can't actually hurt you when they're on a little beam. It's only the big beam that hurts. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, absolutely, Barry. Absolutely. Well, we're gonna try. I've never, without spoilers, I have done something similar to that before. Consumed the crystal heart. Hold LT while on the ground or clinging to a wall to concentrate the force. Release button to fly towards the air. Dig, dig, crush, dig, lift, crush, obey, dig, lift, crush, drop, dig, lift, dig, crush, obey, dig, lift, follow, obey, crush, obey, crush, crush. What an intellectual. We got boost power. Well, the Path of Pain wasn't in the game when I first played it, so I have not done it before. Alright, there's plenty of places we can backtrack to now. 3, in fact. Let's go back to the bench first. Go, 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 go. So many places to go. So many things to do. That's why I love this part of the game, because the world just opens up so much. If you get bored of one area, you can just move on. Kind of the end of the game, kind of, you know, that you lose that a little bit. Not in a bad way, just in a way. It's just a thing. Alright, see you later, Neil. Have a good sleepy sleep. I hope you have a good weekend, buddy! I know that sounded ironic, but it is a genuine feeling. Oi! Ba-ba-ba-da! I'm taking the lift. Oh, yes. Yeah, and never wielding a weapon. I suppose you'll be leaving many a corpse in your wake. If you won't spare a thought for the dead, at least consider extra work you force upon those in my profession. That reminds me of a thing we can do when we're like between areas. Ah, this is Bretta's house. Look, she made a little doll of us! Ah. Anyone made a little cute little doll of me, I would love them forever. The white savior. The maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed, she thought herself. Into despair she fell. Until a light bloomed far in the distance. A bright, glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns and leapt above burning waters and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last, a beautiful being. Sharp horns gleaming white. Arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her up, grip firm. It's erotic friend fiction! Juvenile Zelda. I think I did recently. I'm glad I put down my weapon. This quiet light with Corny makes me a lot happier. It'd be nice to stretch my legs again, though, sometime soon. I definitely did it on my first playthrough, because I remember knowing that she was a warrior. Oh, hello. Oh. Ah! I love cute waifus. That lovely young lass has returned to us. I must admit I placed thin odds on her survival. So you think very highly of your rescuer, some sort of dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing since she got back. Warrior must have passed down below while I was taking a nap. Such a shame. I would love to meet so impressive a bug. You devil, you. That noisy old lift. Where does it go? Up to the old mines they carved in the peak, I suppose. Have you been up there? I'm sure the crystals grow everywhere you step. Villager brought some of those crystals back to the village once. Don't quite understand the allure myself. You can't eat them, and they don't make very good pillows. Hardly seem all the trouble for me.
Papa Sute.
Oh yeah, look at that! Ah! What a cutie! I don't remember how to find Sly Storm. I think it's later. What a cutie! I can't resist the cuties. Whoa! I do respect the amount of sheer destruction using the crystal heart does. Such raw power I've only seen once before. Fucking... I thought I was being clever. No! That's a cheap trick. It's a banger. like running against those travelator things they have at airports. Deep focus. Where it'll focus soul at a slow rate, but the healing effect will double. Yes, I remember that. Not the biggest fan of it, but it's a cool thing to get. I mean, that's one of those ones that's really good for adventuring, actually. And then last, but not least, let's go and see the base real quick. Nearly a troublesome time, but not really for me. Let's go get the spell down here first. I think it's a spell. I think there's a snail shaman building down here. Sure, we just head down will be mostly good. The thrusting stopped! I'm confused by such a concept as with me the thrusting never stops, baby. We might get enough charms to buy another charm notch soon. That definitely should be something we should try when we go back around to Forgotten Crossroads. Can you? No. Crystallized mound. This is not what I thought I would find. That was just, you know, dash in the wrong direction. If they don't reset the frickin' spikes, what am I meant to do? I don't know how that's possible if you don't reset the spikes. Such a horrid beast. Oh, that's just rude. Really. I should have had Grub Song equipped for this, but I don't. I didn't know that this was here like this. I didn't know, didn't care, didn't think that there would be another platforming challenge. Oh shit. Something dark, huh? I thought you didn't get that until way later. I'm into it though. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I did it! I did it! Suck my dick! You there, Morty? I did the challenge, Morty! Suck my dick, Morty! Just a little sip. That's all I needed. Just a little sip. Just top up. Top me up. Let's put the resting grounds where I need this. No, I don't. For some reason, I thought they might be. How many? I haven't really been focusing on it. I don't have 100 dream nail thingies yet. I haven't done any, anything that would warrant gaining many. So we say. Good job, Ollie. Good job, you lummox. Don't get shot by this guy now. What a way to go. I don't have to go through, like, platforming to get out of here. Or just fall down. Oh, no! It's down there, just to be awkward. Just be awkward. I don't know when, don't know when, don't know. Splen, blam, bam, bam. I still got it. Never lost it. Oh, they got me. Oh dear, you got me. I love that you can deflect these, by the way. That's just a really neat little thing. Nice to go back up. Oh, so tired. Whoa! That's not fair. How come Dad lets you have thick ones? Something just makes me happy about climbing up those things. I think actually this is all we can do here until we get secret thing that I won't talk about. Which isn't really a secret. Quite a few things locked off to us are locked off to us by a lack of talent. Yep, back down, I suppose. There's more places opened up by getting the crystal heart, right? Sorry for yawning so much. I know none of you care even a little bit. Do not mistake my tiredness for apathy. There's quite a few things we could do right now. Quite a few things. And of course, there's way more. But I've probably forgotten. We could go down a deep nest. That's not something that we can do now, especially because of unused powers or anything. That's just something we can do. We can finally go back to Green Path. Actually, there's quite a few things we can do at Green Path. There's I think 2 things blocked off by not having the Crystal Heart. So that might be a good idea. Get ripped, son. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not trying to do everything in the most efficient way. I'm just trying to do things, right? And I like Green Path. Any excuse. Oh, I don't think we've gone down here. Also, I should pick up our rewards from the Grubfather. So what we should do is we should go to Dirtmouth, walk through the Forgotten Place, or take the train and see what we can get anything from. Oh, it's the Mimic. I didn't think we met one of these until much later in the game. Yes! That's kind of why I did that there. Because I didn't know if this game was gonna pull... Well, they wouldn't put another Mimic, 2 Mimics in a row, right? A trick I have used as a Dungeon Master before. Nobody expects the double dirty. Ah, we can also do the Dream Tree here. Which we might as well do now while we're here. I'm gonna take all this money to the bank in a bit. Make it rain, sugar daddy. Make it rain. That was great. I'm carrying around way too much money now. I would consider it dangerous if I was not so dangerous myself. Wham, wham, wham. Collect the little strawberry energies. I gotta say, of all the stuff in Hollow Knight, I think this is probably one of the lamer mechanics. It is satisfying, though. Saying one of the lamer mechanics in the game this good is kind of silly, right? 'Cause it's still good. No! Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons why it's kind of lame, in that there are other ways to get a lot of it. There's like they couldn't decide whether they wanted it to be a small resource or a big resource from like a design perspective, so it's kind of both. Right? But you know, it's a change of pace thing, which I appreciate. Like I said, you can't... The one of the best things about this kind of part of the game is that there's so many changes of pace. I kind of want to see if I have enough to get the new charm notch. I think I'm close, but don't have it. But at the same time, I don't mind wandering around the Forgotten Crossroads looking for it. And then I can go to... Yeah, you know what? This is great. Because then I can go to Fog Canyon, go to the bank, then I can go to Green Path. I too like to live dangerously. Showing off my MLG skills. MLG, he was a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." Don't know why I needed to say that, but like that thought was very aggressive in my brain. Plus, I always like to see our favorite waifu. You missed cute waifu material, Lightning. I only need 5 more. That's gonna... Only! That's gonna take a little while. Can I not? Weird. I always like to have something in the fridge that's like ready to eat, cooked or cold, because sometimes you just need them quick a quick meal that's more than a snack, right? Something that's gonna fill you up for a bit. So I sure like being filled. Having leftovers? I don't even mean leftovers, but yeah, I mean I had leftovers for dinner today. Had an Indian last night, Indian takeaway, and then there's a dream tree in Mantis Village? Oh, just above it. Well, that's something to do at some point, I suppose, when we go to Deep Nest. Yeah, the opposite. Hello.
That's Gio.
Size Queen Knight.
Gio, Kalala. That's Gio.
Max balance, huh? I didn't remember there being a max balance. Max balance is a great name for a down on their luck cop who's on their last straw before retirement. No, that's not it. Max Balance isn't about to retire. Max Balance is a loose cannon, but he gets results. That's what Max Balance is. It's almost silly taking it here. Yes! Max Balance. You're a loose cannon. You don't play by the rules, and you sure as hell get the commissioner to light a fire under my ass. But you get results! I really want to, at some point, do a cheesy pulp cop thriller with Will and Josiah and maybe Aaron or Tesh. They're basically the Sunday party, weirdly enough. I'm pretty sure we can't actually do anything at the Lake of Un right now, even with the Crystal Heart, but why not? It's right here. I like the Lake of Un. It's so mysterious, even though I know the mysteries behind it, right? That's one of the things. Even when you know the mysteries in Hollow Knight, it doesn't invalidate the mysteries. I don't need you, bench. Now, I know there's areas in Green Path I never actually found on my playthrough. Yeah, I can't go here yet. Ah! I got dunked. Yeah, I meant Sunday. If I said Monday, I meant Sunday. I love this game. I love Green Path, even though I hate these guys. I hate them just right. I was gonna go, I'm gonna kill this guy so he doesn't explode on me. And that made him explode on me. I like the Monday game, but, you know, that's a chill game, not a show, right? Similar to the Friday game. Same great taste, but slightly different flavor. Which doesn't make sense. Ah! Oh, I hate it. Getting burned by the tip here. I'm getting tipped. This isn't hard. I'm dumb. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm also distracted by how much of a banger this is. Cheeky. Oh! I mean, I know what I'm doing here, I'm just bad at it. Unless you just do one of these, but I don't think you do. And that does make it easier. Oh. It's when you get 2 hits from them that's really annoying. No! Oh, that's rude. That's just a rude thing. I don't think I've ever had such a real emotion in my life. There's also one of these places where you have to kind of sneak in the Forgotten Crossroads. There is one... There's one in here. It's that little bit here. Right where Hagamol is. My brother Oro, what drove you to hide away deep down at the very edge of that ash-swept grave? Was it pride or fear or shame? Perhaps you should lay down your nail if it haunts you so. Find a new calling that eases your soul. Hey, visitor! Why have you crept in here, little grub? Perhaps like me, you have a taste for discovering new things. I am Shiro. In a previous life, I was a nail master. Yes, the only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills with a nail. I imagined it was my one calling in life, but that feeling faded over time. Now I seek a new calling, something that speaks to my soul and compels me forward. That's why I spend my time here, secluded, trying to master the art of creation. Painting, sculpting, these things bring a different kind of pleasure. You don't seem very moved by what I said. Was it Shio the nail master you were looking for? Did you come to learn nail art? I'll teach you if you must insist.
Garo Enele?
Wielding a nail, the wielding of a brush, these things are not so different. We cut the world so that we can peer deeper inside. For now, though, I have nothing more to teach you. Your path towards only you can see it. Nice. Nice. Worth it. Not a thing I use very often, but worth it. Plus, that was a fun little challenge, even though I was just randomly really bad at it. Have fun. See you later. Alright. We might as well go down. We can also go into the Stone Sanctuary real quick. Remind me after we do this, though, to go to Forgotten Crossroads. I might have to do that next stream. But don't let me forget. Although I just remembered the thing waiting for us in Stone Sanctuary is very not fun. Sometimes you just gotta take it in the face. That's not what I meant! You're taking my words out of context. Yikes. Yikes, what am I doing? Luckily, there's a nice little benchy bench over here. Bench! Remember when I kept saying we'd come back here one day? Not like that. But like I said, there's an area in this in Green Path that I never found in my previous run that has like some really good lore implication, and I do mean to find it. Sometimes you get lore from the dead bugs. Nice. Violence! Destruction! Fear! Destruction! Like frickin', Rogue One. My child, can you still see? Please don't hurt me. Can't sleep with your eyes open, little one. Can't dream if you're still breathing, little one. Precious children, you seek such loathsome things as you sleep. Her claws scratch and scrape. Precious children, a monster has come for us in the dark. Will you sing for me? This boss is kind of hard because she randomly teleports around. I actually don't find these little wraiths too hard to fight. Really, I should wait for her somewhere and just kind of do what happens. But then when you start falling in holes like that, that's when problems start happening, Holly. Oof. Oof. Big oof. Yikes. Yikes. She like just teleported away from where she was back where she was. That was interesting. I wish I had a long nail for this. Just makes it a little more achievable to hit her sometimes. Though what's cool is that, unlike a lot of things in the game, there's actually like directional sound to No Eyes. So you can hear where she's teleported to relative to your position, which is really nice. She summoned more ghosts, which means she's nearly dead. Again. No! I just bounced into her. Don't need Dash Master for this, it's a slow burn. It's a slow one. You know what we can also do? Don't need that. I guess we'll take Thorns of Agony. In case we just slam into her. We actually did pretty well. I'm not mad about it. That's one of those bosses which you have to take No Eyes slowly. You can't actually out-aggression Snow Eyes. Snow Eyes? No Eyes. It just won't work. Which I like. Some people don't like No Eyes as a boss. I kind of respect it for what it is, right? There's no other boss quite like it. And that's actually kind of how it is with these dream bosses. All of them are like weird little ideas. But don't quite fit being its own true boss. Oh, that's my own arse fault. I find it easier to play on the floor here. I'm just a floor person in general, apparently now. I used to be an aerial control kind of guy. You know, so aerial control or ground control, which one do you want? Don't ask Major Tom, he's got a big preference. I feel like Longnail does a little extra damage as well. Because she teleports away instantly now, as she didn't before. But that might just be because Longnail attacks slower. So, I think that. No, it's definitely different. Oh, rip. Rip. Slow and take your chances when you can. Just like dating in your late 20s. Oh, she's scared now. Like, when you think the ghosts are hard at the start, and then at the end they start going faster and there's twice as many as them. Oh, Ollie, what are you doing? We gotta be better than this! We're just tilting and throwing right now. Oh, finally. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. One by one, their eyes closed at last. I felt it, a still warmness falling over us. Sorry, I was frightened of you. You were always protecting us, even when we couldn't see you. Take us there, please. A place where light cannot haunt us. A place of our dreams, please. Now we can go back to the seer and get a reward as well. But there's another place I want to go here before we leave. All the way to the right. And by right, I mean left. It's just a straight down with this one exception being this little hornet path over here. Yes, yes. I don't know if I can do this yet, but I feel like there's a thing that can do. I'll just be a little chonky rudester right now. Wait, no, we've been over here. No, what am I doing? There's nothing over here for us. Why did I think there was? Whatever, that's weird. Alright, let's go back to Forgotten Crossroads real quick. It's probably just for a piece of soul container or something. I'm pretty sure that's what we'll get. But those can be useful. Whoa! Stay away from me, rude dude. Can you hear the tiredness falling over the Ollie? An Ollie who, despite having a really big dinner, is like just running out of power, running low on power. Low power mode. Beep boop. Time for a recharge. Yeah, we can do some like busy work around the map for a bit. But we're not gonna, you know, go anywhere new or anything like that. You punked me! Every time! Every time. It's like that song in RimWorld where I always semi-forget and go for the beat at the wrong moment. Wow, na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Ba 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 da da do. I think I may be too far up, but I don't have that lifeblood butterfly right now gives me hardcore suspicion. Where am I? Where am I right now? Where is this? Hello? Who is this? Who left their Ollie unsupervised? That's a criminal offense! Always leave the radio on so your Ollie doesn't get lonely. He'll think there's real people around. I actually know where we should go next. And I will show you on the map. That grey bit. That, like, you can barely see. And my heart wants to kind of go there now. But... I think that might be a bad idea. And this is worrying. This is very worrying indeed. This place smells of giving all of your charm. Or a boss fight. That can be charming. This is fun. There's not enough monster challenge rooms like this in the game. I know we've done like actually 3 of them right now, but I feel like they start to not appear later on in the game. The glowing womb. Hello. Breed. Glowing womb. We wanted you. We want you, glowing womb. Lightning's just using that against the fluke bomb, which we're not doing right now because I have sanity. I know, but it's my sanity. Okay. Where do we go? I guess to the resting ground, see the seer. I guess that's the sensible thing a sensible person should do. Right. Fuck off. And we'll leave some of the bigger exploring for next time, which probably will be later in the next week. Although I might stream some on Saturday, because I love this game. No, because the worms aren't magic. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would imagine, because the glowing womb is not a magic thing, it's just draining soul. So, you wouldn't want a magic build when you're kind of using it. We could put it on right now just to kind of test it out. It's only a 2-banger. Not that we're going to get any soul while we're here, to be fair. Because everything's dead. Everything's dead. Thought maybe because it was pink. Ah, Wilder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the dream now. Already collected 100 essence. Quick work. Things come naturally to you, don't they? No wonder the dreamers tried to bury you in that old dream. Perhaps you frightened them, or perhaps being prisoners themselves, they desired your company. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket. as encouragement from me, and in return when you've encountered 100 essence. 200 essence, which we have. Now, Jim now holds over 200 essence, proving your talent in his collection. He's at a great door just outside. My door closed it long ago and forbade its opening, but as far as I can tell, I'm the only member of my tribe still breathing, which means I needn't feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door. Oh, neat. We get to explore that little place for now. Now, I know where this goes to. This is a cool area. Lots of ghosts to talk to. The bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you are remain. But raise your nail and you'll contend with me. I assure you, Wanderer, my nail is sharp and I will not look back. So the cool thing about most of characters here is they were made by Kickstarter backers. Buy my cookies, they're ever so tasty. Once I've sold them all, I can go home. Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade, and with it a sort of peace. Do you think dark thoughts, little one? Well, hidden behind a visage and impasse of your own, I find it hard to tell. There's also some secret walls and things in this area. I used to help others. They were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will be always be temporary. What a gloomy thought. Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air in this place seems to keep it at bay. My appearance should not cause you worry. Here I am truly at peace. You a warrior, little one. A true warrior is one who can stand in the midst of a storm. Stand strong, little warrior. I was once possessed by power through my time in this glade has shed me much of such desire. Folly was it to crave such a vicious thing. King's Idol. I always like looking for the secret room in the secret room because this game is totally willing to do that sometimes. We're always left with reminders of the errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as a guidepost on where not to travel. Asks around my neck, they're my precious friends. I always keep me company to a much better conversation than the rest of the oddlaw around here. Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I carry only 3, far less than the legends suggest. Still, each is sharper than the last, and I'd require only one to cut you down. Not my nails are most wonderful things, these gleaming blades so sharp and deadly. You're admiring my fabulous markings? I am of distinguished species, you see, though not seem to ever like me in the longest time. You don't seem to bear the markings of rank, though you bear no markings of a lower form. What are you? Do tell me. Are you a higher being, or just another lowly grub? Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice. Though to have made it here, you're obviously quite adept in navigating our world and its perils. You're quite impressive, such a small thing. I'm something of a warrior myself, although I'd hesitate to raise my nail against you. Don't fear my rotting form. Though my body sheds, my core retains the same. This is a reference to frickin' Nuclear Throne. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force. Such a simple mantra and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, I suggest you follow my example. Remember, my tiny bug, crush your fears, crush your problems, crush your foes. Don't judge me by my appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency to go to berserk in battle. You wouldn't have the guts to face me anyway. Hark, fellow adventurer. Are you heading out into the world? I join you, but it's been long. I fear I'd lose my head. Watch out! I have an acidic touch, and I don't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind. There's nothing unusual when it comes to meeting others. I'll see you soon, she said. Though that was long ago. I wonder where she went. Go bother someone else. You're not the one I'm waiting for. Ah, wanderer. Been many places, done a great many things, but I suspect you will outdo me by far. I've long ceased travelling the caverns of Hallownest, and I suspect they're now far more dangerous than my journeys. Though you're capable heir, I'm sure you'll do just fine. Good luck, it's a vast world out there. I find it strange to see a moth wielding a weapon. We're a passive species, though I'm not the only one of ancestors to bear up arms. Another braved the edges of this world, hoping to uncover truth long forgotten. I wonder what became of him. I came from far away to reach this place, though I may shed my shell may seem foreign. Beneath it, I'm a bug, same as you. You're a bit wide. You're a warrior? I see your nail, but your shell seems underdeveloped. In your current state, to travel a land as dangerous as this seems unwise. I knew I was gonna say I have a very distinct memory of falling down that hole, and I'm like, why do I have that? Because you have to fall down it a couple of times to do this. That's why I have a memory of falling down that hole. And because that's a really tricky one to get. Not actually, but like just enough. And we'll have enough to go back to her for another reward. Hopefully it's not nothing idle. I don't know if she actually even gives you charms until you get to a really... I mean, obviously you get a really big reward as like the final one, but I don't remember any of the other ones. But I think there might be some minor charms. There's one that makes the dream nail quicker, right? You might get that from her. Almost disrespectful rushing through this place, but still, they're dead. Who cares? Ah, Wilder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the dream now. You've collected 300 essence. Yes, I see the dreams of this old kingdom are starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You've certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being a caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't complain, though. Tending these graves and guiding the wielder, all penitence for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts and return with 500 efforts. Pale ore! Okay, when we return next time, we will use that pale ore to wield a stronger nail. Oh, that's what I wanted! Oh, it's sublime! It's godlike! Oh, right now I'm going to take a big stretch. I'm going to go cuddle my kitty cat. And I'm going to do some D&D prep. And I will see you next time I stream. You know, just hang on the Discord. It'll let you know. That's what it's for now. See you.